How can you tell when looking at a gem that it is what they say it is?
Um, well, when it comes to diamonds, obviously there are very specific tests for diamonds, as well as for colored gems. Colored gems become a little bit more difficult because you have to determine more. The best way to determine a colored gem is the refractive index of the gem. You can look whether it's dichroic. You can look whether it has plechorism. You can look and see if it's uniaxial. There's many things you can look for in a colored gem, but really the most definitive way is to look at refractive index, which is the most certain test for it. Now I understand that not everyone has the ability to go have a refractometer and put their colored gem on it, but I'll show you why that's sort of important. If we look, for instance, at this small little set of gems here, you'll see that in a sense all of these gems look relatively the same. None of these gems are synthetics, none of these gems are simulants, none of these gems are lab grown. But you have here two sapphires, you have a rubellite, tourmaline, you have a pink spinel, and you have a garnet. And really, even an expert, if they were looking at all of these stones, probably would have a tough guess just guessing what all five of those were. They'd probably have a rough go getting all five correct. So refractive index would immediately tell me which category that these gemstones fall into, which mineral that they represent. For instance, something as simple as this can be a huge determining factor right here. Okay, we have two gems. Now, one is a very nice aquamarine that's about $250, $300 a carat, and one is a blue topaz that's about $4 a carat. Yet they look incredibly similar and look just alike. It's really nice to know which of these is which. You'll find that as a whole, all reputable jewelers, you're not going to have to worry about something like this, and you don't really need to worry, is somebody switching this? Everybody worries, say, about switching diamonds or switching things like that, and I've been doing this for over 35 years. And in the entire time I've done it, I've only seen one diamond switched out ever in the entire time I've been in business. So it's fairly rare that something like that happens, but a lot of times these calls are simply, they go without, in a sense, being noticed. For instance, I've had somebody take a very fine Savorite garnet in, which is very emerald colored in certain cases, into an appraiser, and the appraiser came back with a wonderfully done appraisal on what a fine emerald it was. Well, I mean, now obviously a refractive index on that stone would have shown that it was not an emerald, but that was just a mistake that was made, not through any, trying to be malicious in any form, but it can happen out there. And that's why knowing your gems and knowing the definitive test for your gems is very important.